And I determined probably around 19 or 20 that was a joke. That I learned that the left wing and the right wing were attached to the same bird, and the destination was the same regardless of red or blue. And that's something that very few people had at my age. And as Doug Casey says, you may know him. Doug is a very well known financial newsletter writer. He says he doesn't vote because he doesn't want to encourage them. And so I pretty much ruled out someone solving my problem. In other words, to believe that, Mr. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so is going to actually do something for your benefit. Now, to be fair, there are occasions where, the political class does act in good faith and perhaps does benefit or does the will of the people, but that's very rare. The reason being is that if you believe what I believe, that money is power, and you have the power of the printing press, as the banking elites do, most of these Congress critters and senatards can be bought and paid for. And most of them are. And it's called the lobbyists, because the lobbyists get in there and, hey, we'll fund your campaign. All you have to do is propose this. And that's written for them. These people don't come in and make laws as their edict is. They make the law. No, the lobbyists write the laws and hand it to, the committee that's working for senator or Congress critter and all of that. So it's really something that most Americans still don't understand. It's like we just get the right person in the White House or just the right senator or the right congressman for my district, things are going to get better. And that's relying on someone else. I mean, the great American Republic started on individualism and self-integrity and basically, the old pull you up by your own bootstraps. In other words, leave me alone. I can do it. I have help, my community, but I don't need a lot of outside influence to direct my life. So that was a lot more freedom. But with freedom comes responsibility. And people are taught not to be responsibility. It's a very much of a victim mentality, although they won't use the word victim. It's not my fault. My congressman should do that. Or
Right.
if I vote for this person, they'll do it for me. They don't want to get involved and take responsibility. If something goes wrong, most of us in America are taught to blame somebody. It was my parents. It was my teacher. I didn't get to go to college. I didn't get the right job. I should have been paid more, and on and on and on it goes. So it's a bunch of whiny babies. And I call it the big daddy syndrome, where they're looking for that political figure, big daddy, to come to the rescue. And I learned something a long time ago in one of my men's groups about, you're an adult when you realize that the cavalry is not coming to the rescue.